welcome Ganja Gardens. Spend the first few moments letting prior events, interactions, and feelings from the day melt away. With a combination of mindful breathing and focused attention, keep your eyes low. Please place your phone on Do Not Disturb, and use the bathroom before entering Ganja Gardens. Practice. Please remove any jewelry or hanging products from your body. Remember to breathe. We suggest smoking an indica strain, the one that imparts a mellow vibe. Quickly, and with ease, begin taking a few full deep pulls of your ganja now. Eating before practicing can lead to feelings of heaviness, and can disrupt the digestion process. It is also advised to drink at least 3 to 4 liters of water during the day in order to flush toxins that are released while practicing out of the body. The full practice available now on Yoga World 365 OnlyFans now. Come into a comfortable seated position. You can sit back on your heels or cross your legs. Press your palms against your knees with your fingers spread wide. Inhale deeply through your nose and open your eyes wide. At the same time, open your mouth wide and stick out your tongue, bringing the tip down toward your chin. Contract the muscles at the front of your throat as you exhale out through your mouth by making a long ahara sound. You can turn your gaze to look at the space between your eyebrows or the tip of your nose. Do this breath 2 times. Cow face right. Sit on both your sitting bones, well grounded on your yoga mat with your back straight and legs extended in front of you. Keep your legs and feet together and place each palm next to each hip. Make sure that the bottoms of your legs are firmly placed on the mat. After lifting your left leg, bend your right leg under your left leg and place the right foot beside your left hip. Stack your left knee over your right knee, placing your left foot beside your right hip. Raise the left arm above your head and bend the elbow to lower your left hand between the shoulder blades simultaneously. Bring the right arm behind your back and the right hand upward between the shoulder blades. Try to adjust your upper arm and lower arm in such a way that your left elbow is behind your head and is pointing at the ceiling, whereas the right elbow is pointing at the mat or floor. Bring the hands as close to each other as possible, and if you can, interlock the fingers of both hands. Keep breathing easily and normally, or you can take deeper Ujjayi breaths and stay in the pose as long as you're comfortable. As you exhale, release your arms. Uncross your legs and repeat for the other leg, starting with the left leg this time. Place your left foot under your right leg and beside your right hip. Stack your right knee over your left knee, placing your right foot beside the left hip. Raise the right arm above your head and bend the right elbow at the same time. Bring the left arm behind your back and interlock the fingers of both hands where they meet between the shoulder blades. Adjust your right and left elbow as explained before, but reversing their positions. Breath normally or take deep puffs breaths and stay in the pose only as long as is comfortable. As you exhale, release your arms. Grab your ganja, take 3 deep pulls. Begin by sitting in a comfortable position and close your eyes. For just this moment, let go of your thoughts and the outside world. Focus your attention on your spiritual heart center, in the middle of your chest, and be aware of your heart as a space. The heart center is a point of awareness where feelings enter in its essence. The heart is pure emptiness. pervaded by peace, and a subtle light. This light may appear as white, gold, green or rainbow, but don't strain to find a light of any kind. All you need to feel is whatever is there. Resting your attention easily on your heart center, breathe gently, and sense your breath flowing into your heart. You may want to visualize a soft, pastel light or coolness pervading the chest. Let your breath go in and out, and as it does, ask your heart what it needs to say. Don't phrase this as an order. Just have the faint intention that you want your heart to express itself. For the next deep inhale, sit and listen. Your heart will begin to release emotions, memories, wishes, fears, and dreams long stored inside. As it does, you will find yourself paying attention. You may have a flash of strong emotion, positive or negative. Or a forgotten memory. Your breathing may change. You may gasp, sigh, or feel tears come into your eyes. Let the experience be what it is. If you daydream or drift off into sleep, don't worry, just bring your attention back to your heart center. Breathe. Come into upward facing dog by lying face down on the floor with your legs extended behind you. Spread a few inches apart. The tops of your feet should rest on the mat. Untuck your toes. Place your hands on the floor alongside your body, next to your lower ribs. Point your fingers to the top of the mat and hug your elbows in close to your rib cage. Inhale as you press through your hands firmly into the floor. Straighten your arms, lifting your torso and your legs a few inches off the floor. Look over your left shoulder. Look over right plank. Pedal the feet out. Place your hands on the floor alongside your body, next to your lower ribs. Point your fingers to the top of the mat and hug your elbows in close to your rib cage. Inhale as you press through your hands firmly into the floor. Straighten your arms, lifting your torso and your legs a few inches off the floor. Keep your elbows pressed alongside your body. Drop your shoulders away from your ears and lift your chest toward the ceiling. Draw your shoulders back and your heart forward, but do not crunch your neck. If your neck is flexible, tilt your head to gaze toward the sky. Otherwise, keep your head neutral and your gaze directly forward. Your thighs should be firm and turned slightly inward. Your arms should also be firm, slightly turned so that each elbow crease faces forward. Look over shoulder left, look over shoulder right. Look over your left shoulder, look over right. Come into boat. Begin in a seated position with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. Lift your feet off the floor. Keep your knees bent at first. Bring your shins parallel to the floor. This is half boat pose. You want to keep your torso as upright as possible so that it makes a V shape with the legs. Roll your shoulders back and straighten your arms roughly parallel to the floor with your palms turned up. Do your best to balance on the sit bones. Come to lay back. Complete down slowly vertebrae by vertebrae. Lay down on your back. Lie on your back with your knees bent into your chest. As you inhale, take hold of the inside or outside of your feet. Open your knees wider than your torso and bring them towards the floor next to the armpits. Place your ankles directly over your knees in 90 degrees angle. Flex through your heels, gently pushing your feet into your hands, pulling the hands down to create resistance. Extend your spine by lengthening your tailbone, and draw your belly slightly in. Maintain the length in the back of your neck. Relax the face, eyebrows, nose, eyebrow, tunge, shoulder shrug. Cross the left leg over right. Hand up above, stretch, come. Over to the left. Over to the right. Bring hand down. Look left. Switch larger. Bring head back to forward. Hands up over to right. Hands up over to left. Available now from at Ganja Gardens. Yoga marijuana mat. Provides cushioning on a hard floor and a non-slip surface for standing. Yoga pot block. Helps stabilize standing poses when you can't reach the floor easily. Yoga leaf strap. Helps when you can't reach to hold a leg, foot or hand. Yoga fat blunt bolster. Supports your spine, legs or abdomen in certain poses. Dank blanket. Extra floor padding and keeps you warm and comfortable at the end of a session in Shavasana. Ganja Gardens blowing wind face. Meet us at the Ganja Gardens, where cannabis and vinyasa flow are an impactful pairing that have been used by yogis across the globe at many points in time. 21+. Ganja Gardens available now on the PartyGirlYogaNY YouTube, IG, TikTok, FB at PartyGirlYogaNY. Series created Chelsea G. Burris, IG, PartyGirlYogaNY. Breath of fire. Choose a comfortable seated position. Lift up your right hand toward your nose, pressing your first and middle fingers down toward your palm, and leaving your other fingers extended. After an exhale, use your right thumb to gently close your right nostril. Inhale through your left nostril, and then close your left nostril with your right pinky and ring fingers. Release your thumb and exhale out through your right nostril. Inhale through your right nostril, and then close this nostril. Release your fingers to open your left nostril, and exhale through this side. This is one cycle. Finish your session with an exhale on the left side. Upward facing dog pose by lying face down on the floor with your legs extended behind you. Spread a few inches apart. The tops of your feet should rest on the mat. Do not tuck your toes, as this can crunch your spine. Place your hands on the floor alongside your body, neck to your lower ribs. Point your fingers to the top of the mat, and hug your elbows in close to your ribcage. Inhale as you press through your hands firmly into the floor. Straighten your arms, lifting your torso and your legs a few inches off the floor. Look over your left shoulder. Look over right. Look over your left shoulder. Look over right. Look over your left shoulder. Look over right. Shoulder. Child's pose. Sit on your heels, knees spread mat distance apart, and bring your head towards the floor. Your arms can be either stretched out to the front, by your side, or hands underneath your forehead. Breathe into your lower back. Come in the cow pose. Come into a tabletop position. Knees are under your hips, and your wrists are under your shoulders. Begin in a neutral spine position, with your back flat, and your abs engaged. Take a big deep inhale. On the exhale, round your spine up towards the ceiling, and imagine you're pulling your belly button up towards your spine, really engaging your abs. Tuck your chin towards your chest, and let your neck release. This is your cat-like shape. On your inhale, arch your back, let your belly relax, and go loose. Lift your head and tailbone up towards the sky, without putting any unnecessary pressure on your neck. This is the cow portion of the pose. Continue flowing back and forth from cat pose to cow pose, and connect your breath to each movement. Inhale for cow pose, and exhale on cat pose. Come into low cobra pose. Release, look left. Come to middle cobra pose. Release, look right. Come to high cobra pose. Release, look left. Release, look right. Come knee to ear pose. Stretch the neck. Come into upward facing dog pose. Look over your left shoulder. Breathing, look over right. Now in an all fours position, tabletop with your hips above your knees and shoulders above your wrists. Bring your hands slightly forwards of your shoulders, with your middle finger pointing forward. Spread your fingers. Think about creating a suction cup in the middle of your palm by pressing through the outer edges of the palm, the base of the fingers, and the fingertips. Spiral action in your arms by rolling your upper arms away from you and your forearms spiraling inwards. Lying on your back, place your feet flat on the floor, a comfortable distance away from the hips. On an inhalation, press the back of your shoulders and your feet into the floor. Roll onto your left side.